Mark chapter 9. Kai elege nautois. Amen. Lego humin. Hoti esintines hode ton. Hester koton. Hoitines ume keuson tai. Tanatu. Heo san ido sinten basilean tu teu. Ele lutuia. En dyname. And he was saying to them, Amen, I am saying to you, that there are some being here of the ones having stood, which shall certainly not taste death, until when they should see the kingdom of the God having come in power. Kai meta hermeras hex paralambane ho Jesus ton Petron kai ton Jakobon kai ton Johannen kai anapere autu sesoros hypsilon katidian monus. And after 6 days, Yeshua is taking along Petron and Jacob and Johanan, and he is bringing them up into a mountain, a high mountain, by themselves alone. Kai metamorphote emprostenauton, and he was transfigured before them. Kai tahimatia autu egeneto stilbonta leukalian, and his garments became exceedingly shining white. Hoia gnapeus epiters udunatai hutos leukanai, such as a fuller or launderer upon the earth is not being able thus to whiten. Kai opter autois herlias syn Moise, kai ösan syllaluntes toi Yeshu, and Eliah with Moshe appeared to them, and they were ones talking with Yeshua. Kai apokrites ho Petros lege toi Yeshu, Rabbi, and Petro, having responded, is saying to Yeshua, Rabbi, galonestin hermas hodek enai. It is being good for us to be being here. Kai poiesomen tres gernas, and let us make 3 tabernacles. Soimian, for thee 1. Kai Moise mian, and for Moshe 1. Kai Eliai mian, and for Eliah 1. Ugareide ti apokritei, for he had not known what he should answer. Ek poboigar egenonto, for they became terrified ones. Kai egeneto nepele episkiadzu sa autois, and a cloud became overshadowing them. Kai egeneto porne ectus nepeles, and a voice became out of the cloud. Hu tosestin ho hyosmu, this is being my son. Ho agapetos, the beloved. Akuete autu, be ye hearing him. Kai exapina, and suddenly periblepsamenoi, having looked around, uketi udena edon, they saw no longer no one. Allaton Yeshun monon meteauton, but Yeshua only with themselves. Kai katabai nonton auton, ektu orus, and of them descending out of the mountain. Diestelato autois hina mördeni ha edon, sontai. He instructed to them so that to no one what they saw they should tell. E me hotan ho huios tu anthropu ek necron anastaia. If not when the Son of the Man should rise out of dead ones. Gaiton logon ekratersan prosheautus sudzetuntes tiestin to ek necron anasternai. And they kept the word to themselves, questioning what is the rising out of dead ones. Kai eperoton auton legontes, hoti legusin hoi grammates, hoti elian de elten proton. And they were asking him, saying that the scribes are saying that Eliah, it is being necessary to come first. Hode eper autois, and he was saying to them, Elian men elton proton. On the one hand, Eliah, having come first, apokatistane panta, is restoring all things. Kai pos kegraptai epiton huion tu anthropu, hina polla patai, kai exudenertai. And how hath it been written upon the Son of the Man that he should suffer many things and be set at naught? Alla lego humin, but I am saying to you, hotikai Elias elölyten, that Eliah hath come, kai epoiersan autoi hosa ertelon, and they effectuated to him as many things as they were desiring. Gatos gegratai epauton, just as it hath been written upon him. Kai eltontes prostus matertas edon oklon polyn periautus, kai grammates sudzetuntas prosautus. And having come to the disciples, they saw a great crowd about them, and scribes arguing with them. Kai eutispas ho oklos, idontes auton, exetambertersan, kai prostrecontes, espadzonto auton. And immediately all the crowd having seen him were greatly amazed, and running to, they were greeting him. Kai eperotersen autus, and he asked them, Ti sudzertete prosautus, what are ye arguing with them? Kai apekriter autoi, he sectu oklu, and one out of the crowd responded to him, Didaskale, O teacher, Ernenka ton huionmu prose ekonta pneuma alalon. I brought my son to thee, having a mute spirit. Kai hopu ea nauton katalabai, and when it should seize him, rese auton, it dasheth him down. Kai apridze, and he is foaming. kai tritze tu sodontas, and he is gnashing the teeth, kai xerainetai, and he is withering away, kai epa tois matertaisu, hina auto ekpalosin, kai ukiskusan. And I spoke to thy disciples so that they might cast it out, and they were not able. Hode apokritse sautois lege, and he, having responded to him, is saying, O genea apistos, O faithless generation, heos pote proshumas esomai, until when shall I be with you? Heos pote anexomai humon, until when shall I bear with you? Perete auton prosme, be ye bringing him to me. Kai ernenka nauton prosauton, and they brought him to him. Kai ido nauton to pneuma eutus sunes paraxenauton, and the Spirit, having seen him, immediately threw him into convulsions, kai peson epiterskus, and having fallen upon the ground, ekulieto aprizon, he was rolling around, foaming. Kai eperote senton patera autu, and he asked his father, Posos chronos estin hos tuto gegonen autoi. How long is it being as this it became to him? Hode epen ekpaidioten, and he said, out of childhood. Kai polakis kai espurauto nebalin, and oftentimes also into fire it cast him, kai eshudata, and into water, hina apolesoi auton, so that it might destroy him. Aleti dunoi, but if thou art being able to do anything, boetus on hermin, help thou us, splankniste sepermas, having had compassion upon us. Hode Yeshu sepen autoi, and Yeshua said to him, to edunoi, the if thou art being able, panta dunata toi pisteuonti, all things are being possible to the one being faithful or believing. Eutus craxas hopater tu paidiu elegen, pisteuo, boetemu tei apistiai. Immediately, having cried out, the father of the child was saying, I am believing. Be thou helping my faithlessness. Idon de Yeshus hoti episundreke oklos. And Yeshua, having seen that a crowd is running together, epetimersen toi pneumati toi akataratoi, he commanded upon the unclean spirit, legon autoi, saying to it, to alalon kai kopon pneuma, the mute and deaf spirit, ego epitasosoi, I am commanding upon thee. Exelte exautu, come thou out of him. Kai merketi eseltoi esauton, and no more shouldst thou enter into him. Kai kraxas, kai polla sparaxas, exulten. And having cried out, and having thrown him into convulsions much, it came out. Kai egeneto, hose necros, hoste tus pollus legen hoti apetanen. And he became as if dead, so that the many were to be saying that he died. Hode Jesus gratus tes keros autu, ögeren auton, kai anester. But Yeshua, having taken his hand, raised him, and he arose. Kai esel tontu autu esoikon, and of his having entered into a house. Hoimata taiautu katidian eperoton auton. His disciples, according to privacy, were asking him, Hoti hermes, uke dunöter menek balen auto? That we were not able to cast it out. Kai epen autois, and he said to them, Tu totogenos, enudeni dynatai exelten, eme en proseukai. This kind, by means of nothing, is being able to be cast out, if not by means of prayer. Gageten exeltontes, and having gone from there, pareporeuonto diates Galileas, they were passing through the Galilee. Gai ugertelen hinatis gnoi, and he was not wanting so that any should know. Edidasken gartus materta sautu, for he was teaching his disciples, Gai elegen autois hoti, and he was saying to them that ho huios tu anthropu paradidotai es keras anthropon. The Son of the Man is being handed over into hands of men. Kai apoktenu sinauton, and they shall kill him. Kai apoktantes metatres hermeras anastersetai, and having been killed, after 3 days he shall arise. Hoide ögnoun tot röma, and they were being without understanding of the saying, Kai epobunto auton eperotersai, and they were being afraid to ask him, Kai erton es Capernaum, and they came into Capernaum, Kai entei oikiai genomenos, and having become in the house, eperota autus, he was asking them, Ti entei hodoi dialogidzeste. What were ye discussing in the way? Hoide esiopon, but they were being silent. Prosalelus gar dialectus an entei hodoi dismedzon. For to one another they discussed in the way who was being greatest. Kai katissa sepones tus dodeca, and having sat down, he called the 12, Kai lege autois, and he is saying to them, Etis tele protos enai. If any is wanting to be being first, estai panton eskatos kai panton diakonos. He shall be of all last, and of all a servant. Kai labon by Dion, and having taken a little child, Esther sen auto en mesoi auton. He set it in the midst of them. Kai enangalisamenos auto epen autois. And having embraced him, he said to them, Hosan henton toiuton paidion dexertai epitoi onomatimu emedeketai. Whoever should receive one of such little children upon my name is receiving me. Kai hosan emedeketai ukemedeketai allaton apostelantame. And who should be receiving me is not receiving me, but the one having sent me. Eper autoi ho Johannes, didaskale, domentina entoi onomatisu ekpallonta daimonia, hos ukakolute hermin, kai ekoluomen auton, hoti ukakolute hermin. Johannen is saying to him, O teacher, we saw someone in thy name casting out demons, who is not following with us, and we were forbidding him, because he was not following with us. Hode Yeshua sepen, and Yeshua said, Merko luete auton. Don't be ye forbidding him. Udes garestin hospoiose dynamin epitoi onomatimu, kai dynersetai taku kakologe saime. For nobody is there which shall do a power upon my name, and shall be able readily to speak evil of me. Hosgar ukestin katermon hyperhermonestin. For whoever is not being against us, on behalf of us is being. Hosgar an potisei humas poterion hydatos. For whoever should give drink to you a cup of water, enonomati hoti Christu este, in the name that of the anointed ye are being. Amen. Lego humin. Amen, I am saying to you. Hoti umer apolesoi ton miston autu, that he should certainly not lose his reward. Kai hosan scandalisoi henna ton mikron tuuton ton pisteuon ton eseme. And whoever should cause one of these little ones believing in me to stumble, Galonestin autoi malon periketai mylos onikos periton trakelon autu kai bebletai estern talassan. Good it is being for him, rather, if a millstone of a donkey is being laid about his neck, and he hath been cast into the sea. Kai ean skandalizeise her kersu. And if thy hand should be causing thee to stumble, apokopsonautern, cut thou it off. Galonestinse gyllon eselten estern zoen, das duo keras ekonta apelten estern gennan, esto purto asbeston. Good it is being for thee, crippled, to enter into the life, rather than having the two hands to depart into the Gehenna, into the fire, the unquenchable fire. Kai ean hotbusu skandalizeise, and if thy foot should be causing thee to stumble, apokopsonauton, cut thou it off. Galonestinse eselten estern zoen kolon, dus duo poda seconda blöternai estern gennan. Good it is being for thee to enter into the life lame, rather than having the 2 feet to be thrown into the Gehenna. Kai ean hooptalmossu skandalizeise ekpale auton, and if thy eye should be causing thee to stumble, cast thou it out. Galon se estin monoptalmon eselten estern basilean tu teu, duo optalmu seconta blöternai estern gennan. It is being good for thee to enter one-eyed into the kingdom of the God, rather than having 2 eyes to be thrown into the Gehenna. Hoppu hoskolök sauton uteleutai kai topur uspennytai, where the worm of them is not dying and the fire is not being quenched. Paskar puri halistösetai, for everyone by means of fire shall be salted. Galon tohalas ean de tohalas analon genötai entini auto artysete. The salt is good, but if the salt should become unsalty, by means of what would ye season it? Ekete en heautois hala, kai neuete en allelois. Be ye having in yourselves salt, and be ye being at peace among one another.